polynomial. When one knows the angle of the ball when it's left his or her hand, with a little help from physics, the maximum height can be computed. The time it gets to that point, like the time it gets to that height, and the time it takes to hit the ground again. When solving a polynomial equation, that is the root of the equation. There are so many ways of solving it. The first way of solving it is to use the possible rational root theorem. With this, all possible factors of the constant term p are written and summed done to the coefficient of the x3 term, which can be written as, which is the coefficient. After that, you divide plus minus p over plus or minus of the coefficient to get all possible rational roots. After this, you test to see which is really a factor of the given equation, and then you select your final answer. Secondly, you can find all possible factors of the constants terms and test for the factor of the given equation. After obtaining the factor, you perform long division to get the quadratic factor. The synthetic method can also be used to obtain the quadratic function. After obtaining the factors, solve for all x values to obtain your roots. So the first example, find the zeros of the given equation. Y is equals to 2x cubed plus 7x squared minus 18x minus 63. So using possible rational root theorem, p is equals to minus 63 and the quotient is equals to 2. So for the first method, you find the factors of 63 and then the factors of 2. Factors of 2 are 1 and 2, and the factors of 63 are 1, 3, 7, 9, 21, and 63. You then go on to use this formula, p over sum or minus of the quotient. The answer will be, so you then go on to use all the factors. So plus minus 1 over 1, plus minus 1 over 1, plus or minus 1 over plus or minus 2. So you do 1, 1, 1, 2, and then you then go on to do 3, 1, 3, 2. So plus minus 3 over plus or minus of 1 plus minus 3 over plus or minus 2 plus minus 7 over plus or minus of 1 plus minus 7 over plus or minus of 2. So you go on, you do the same for 9, 21, and 63, and you'll come to the solution of when you do these, the first one will be plus or minus 1, plus or minus 1 over 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 3 over 2 plus or minus 7 excuse me, plus or minus 7 over 2 plus or minus of 9 plus or minus 9 over 2 plus or minus 21 plus or minus 21 over 2 plus or minus 3 plus or minus 63 plus or minus 63 over 2. So testing them, you will find out that the actual roots are x is equals to 3, x is equals to minus 3, and x is equals to minus 7 over 2. Therefore, 2, 3, you put it back into this equation. Where is it? Into this equation. So your answer will be 3 cubed plus 7 times 3 squared minus 18 times 3 minus 63. It should equal 0, so that should be 54 plus 63 minus 54 minus 63. So this will cancel out this will cancel out this, and your answer will equals to 0. You do the same for the next two values. So wherever you see x, you put minus 3. So that will be 2 minus 3 cubed plus 7 times minus 3 squared minus 18 times minus 3 minus 63. And if you put this into your calculator, it also equals to 0. And for the final term, your answer will be 2 times minus 7 over 2 plus 7 times minus 7 over 2 squared minus 18 times minus 7 over 2 minus 63. Your answer will equals to 0 as well if you put it into your calculator. So using the factor approach, 63 is equals to, using the factor approach, 63 is equals to 1, 3, 7, 9, 21, 63. So f of 3 will equals to 0. So i.e. that is 2 times 3 squared plus 7 times 3 squared, 3 cubed, 3 squared, plus minus 18 minus 18 times 3 minus 63 all equals to 0. So it can be said that x minus 3 is a factor. Okay. Then using the long division method, so you do you have your factor, which is x minus 3 divided by 2x cubed plus 7x squared minus 18x minus 63. Okay, so you then go on to start dividing. So x into 2x cubed is 2x squared 2x squared times x will be 2x cubed. Minus 3 into minus 2x squared will give you minus 3 times 2x squared will give you minus 6x squared. So then go on to minus this, so this will give you 0, and this will give you plus 7 minus 6 is 13, so that will give you 13x squared, and then you bring these down, minus 18x minus 63. So x into 13x squared will be plus 13x minus 3 times x times 13x squared will be 13x squared minus 3 times minus 3 times 13x will give you minus 39x. So this will be 0, and this will give you minus 21x minus 63. Then go on to minus 21 into x into x into 21x will give you 21 plus 21. X times 21x will be 21x. Minus 3 times 21 will give you minus 63. So this will minus this to be 0, and this will minus this to be 0. So there are no remainders. So your factors are x minus 3, 2x squared plus 13x plus 21. Because this is still in a quadratic form, we will go on to use the quadratic equation, which is x equals minus b plus minus root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And ABC, so A is equals to 2, B is equals to 13, and C is equals to 21. From this, you get this all from this. So you then go on to substitute these letters with numbers in the equation. So your answer will equal minus 13 plus minus root 13 squared minus 4 times 2 times 21 all over 2 times a, 2 times 2. So your answer will then equals minus 13 plus or minus root 169 minus 168 all over 4. So your answer, you then go on to, if you take this away from this, it'll give you 1. So minus 13 plus minus root 1 all over 4. So your answer will equals root 1 is 1, so your answer will be minus 13 plus or minus 1 over 4. So you then go on to solve for x1. x1 will equals to minus 13 plus 1 over 4. So that will give you minus 12 over 4, which is 4 here 1, 4 here 3, so minus 3. For x of 2, it'll give you minus 13 minus 1 over 4. So your answer will be minus 14 over 4. So 2 here 2, 2 here 7. So your answer will equals minus 7 all over 2. So this gives you the value you need. So x will equals to 3. Your x values will be 3, minus 3, and minus 7 over 2, which is the same answer we got to over there. That is the end of the presentation. Thank you very much.